A thief wore the shirt and maybe was killed in it. And then you put it on. Carrying all the bad luck that was associated with the act. A man wore the trousers and died of cancer. When you put it on, cancer says, ah, this is another man like the one I killed. There is something horrible about wearing second-hand clothes. You must stay away from second-hand clothes even if you have just one garment. And we here have the capacity to dress everybody because we make cotton. What an advantage and what an opportunity. So we must be able to make our own clothes. And number 5, we must be able to make our own traditional metal. We knew how to make hoes. We knew how to make buggers. We knew how to make arrows and spears. We knew how to forge implements that we used to shave our heads. That knowledge we must preserve for our scientists, our children, to learn from childhood that we are a tool maker. And that is the role of the cultural institution and the kingdom. One place with the shoes that you have. You must be able to then you ask and say, how much are the shoes? They say $45. So you buy the shoes $45. And then they look at you and they say, hey, those clothes, you can't go with them on that holy place. And I say, why not? This is a beautiful robe. I bought it in Ghana. They say, no, no, no. Hebrew clothes must have fringes. It must have threads at the bottom. So you say, how much are the clothes? Oh, they say it's about $35. Then they say, oh, you need a cap at the head because your hair can't drop on a holy place. And you say, but I got this from the Yoruba, the Oba of the Yorubas in Nigeria. It's a beautiful cap. They say, no, 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 no. It must be made with Hebrew threads and it must have holes in it. Then you say, how much is the crown, the cap? They say, it's only $25. Their money, they call it shekels, so they tell you the equivalent. So you put it on and say, let's go then. Ah, they say, wait. You need holy water. You need to smell good, so that you don't smell bad at the holy place. And you say, how much is the holy water? They say, oh, it's only $15. And you say, well, but my colleagues have already bought the water, can't we share? They say, no. You must have your own water. So you pay $15. You say, okay, let's go. So you go, you walk. And then they start, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Then you keep walking until the guide says, Then he says, walk slowly. Start walking now. Very slowly. But your eyes are looking for temples, buildings, structures, and it is always stones and sand. Now the guy stands up and says, and then you say, where is the temple? They say it was destroyed by Sennacherib in the 7th century BC. John, I must tell them, give me my money back. That is how they manage their culture. That is how they make money. All these stories that we see right in the Bible, they are not different from the story of Lubanga and Kipiri and Rabongo. They are exactly the same. I teach at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. And I am telling you, the stories you have of Kipiri are the same as that of Adam and Hawa. We know from history that humanity started here and God created people here. But as a kingdom, you need a development agency registered, owned by the kingdom, like Lango, development organization. Right now, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We are at a hotel called Lila Hotel, I believe. It's an old colonial hotel. The roof is asbestos, and obviously I have not eaten anything here because asbestos is quite lethal. So I'm not going to to eat anything or even to spend time here. Now, in this hotel, you would notice that in the background you'll hear some noises made by the Americans. That's because CNN is on everywhere. It's cable network. It's in the bar, it's at the reception, it's in the restaurant, it's in the room.
you cannot escape, you know. So you would run away thinking, I am going to the kingdom of the mighty Langi people. And there'll be a lot of culture and a lot of beauty, and just as you arrive, it is CNN, and they're telling you about their king. It is white people, how white people dance, how white people eat, how white people cry, how white people sing, how white people make money, how white people kill. So you can't run away. You can't run away from that. It's like overwhelming, and it is everywhere. Now, a few days ago, you know, one of my colleagues pointed out that the Arabs, you know, the Arabs who mainly live in Africa, because there are more Arabs in Africa than there are Arabs in the world. You know, the Arabs colonized Africa. They took off north of Africa. They took up a significant section of North Africa, and they intend to keep it. Now, they have over 900 channels, which means an Arab has access to over 900 television channels, television images, all in their language, all in Arabic. Of course, and even when in other networks like European networks, international dish, European dish. Now, even some of those networks, when they are broadcasting to Arab countries, they transform, they change their language to Arabic. And when they show a movie, they change the language to Arabic too. You know, so, and the main activity at this hotel is what? It's everywhere I have been, in every kingdom that I have visited, when I stay in a hotel, there is always a workshop on health. You know, and that health workshop is mainly so-called family planning. You know, birth control, kill your children, reduce your population. You know, and you see all them white people and all them black people dress smart, holding their notepads and their mobile phones and their smartphones, and having a bag at the back, and you know, small airport suitcases, and they are rushing to this meeting. How to plan to inject your arm with Moplant and Depo-Provera, and how to prepare your body to reject the fetus. They are not meeting to you know, to show you how to grow sorghum and to build a very big silo. No, they are not meeting to show you how to, you know, get peanut, you know, groundnuts and make it into peanut butter, how to spin cotton into threads and make a yarn. They are not meeting to say, let us do a very big field of grain. No, they are meeting to say, you are too many, we will reduce your population. Now, this area of Lila had beautiful industry, some of which we are going to visit. They had Lila spinning mill. This was a strategic industry. Actually, in the morning, I was speaking to Professor Ephraim Kamuntu, who is the Minister of Environment. And, you know, Professor Kamuntu was a minister in Obote's administration. And Obote had set up this strategic industry. The strategic industry was people grow cotton. So you need them to make threads. The threads do a yarn, and you make your own clothes. Now I understand that that factory used to employ 6,000 people. 6,000. When white people persuaded Uganda to go into privatization, sell everything you have, so that the country has nothing, you know, that factory was sold, I think, to a Japanese crook. Because we always think of Japanese as straightforward people, but this Japanese crook sold most of the machinery from the spinning mill, and now I understand it was bought by Mukwano, and he's just using it for oil. Mukwano has been suffering with oil as well. Apparently there's an American company, I forgot the name, but it is funded by United States Information Agency, And their role is to sabotage the oil production in Uganda by importing cheap oil. That company is based in industrial area. Very soon I will tell you its name. And what they do is they import cheap oil so that they can flood the market with oil. Uganda's oil production can go to the dogs, and then we shall start importing oil from America. But anyway, Rira spinning mills. There was also another factory here that made starch. Starch being one of the ingredients that you need, to make a lot of products, including pharmaceuticals. That one, I don't know the status, but I was told that it was bought by an unknown person from this region, and we don't know what happened to it. But before I leave Lira, I will have told you what happened to that industry. Then I understand also that the government recently set up, maybe four years ago, an industry or a factory that makes peanut butter. They spent over 1 billion. 1 billion, yes. 1.3 billion to set up a factory that does peanut butter. I also intend to find out what happened to that factory. But my job today is to meet the king of the Langis. In here they call him a chief. Europeans are quite clever. When it's Africa, they call a chief. A chief is the leader of their people. A chief can also be a boss in a company, in a factory. But when it's European, they call him king. And a king means something grand, something majestic. It also means somebody who has the best qualities, almost talking about them in superlative. So we are meeting the king of the Langis. And we want to talk about culture and to see, how we can mobilize this community and this population using their culture as a means of economic advancement to be able to set up at least 4 factories that they can control and to be able to promote their culture. In the morning, I was seated with the owner of this hotel, who is also a minister in government, Honorable Samuel Ngola. Him and I, we did some things in Congo where we were trying to bring peace, each one in their own way. Now, in his hotel, in the hotel, you cannot the coffee they serve is Nescafe. So which means the coffee comes from here. They have started growing coffee, by the way. The Langi area now, I think, has planted over 1 million seedlings. Before, they never used to do it. So, the coffee comes from here. It goes to England. It is turned into Nescafe. It is then exported back here and then sold to you in a hotel at an exorbitant price. So, once the Africans begins to wake up, I think all this will disappear. All this will dissipate. You shall be able to go in an African hotel and get coffee made in that particular hotel and get food made in that particular hotel so that the money can remain in that economy. Last night and on this particular occasion, there was some celebrations to mark the 26th of January. When another phase of the struggle to bring Uganda back to stability was launched, and there were a lot of young people dancing, except, what, I expected it would be like traditional Acholi dance, man. And it wasn't traditional Langi dance. No, it wasn't traditional Teso dance. No, it wasn't. It was a dance now that has, taken over, most of Uganda. Some mix of Kwasa, some mix of Lingala, women shaking their behind, all the things that I don't, know. I wanted culture, something cultural. And looking at this area, and looking at how much land they have, and how land is flat, so you can grow food with a tractor, you can irrigate, you can divert water and create a canal, and this canal can irrigate crops, and man, you can establish a ranch and the cattle will graze. And this, no question, will become the bread basket and the bread granary of the entire, of the entire region. This once the people unleash their potential, once the meetings begin, to be about food production and not about reducing your population. Once our people wake up to wanting to wear their own clothes and eat their own food and take pride in their own culture and not dose themselves with alcohol, I think the situation will change. And God knows we will be seeing a resurgent, completely beautiful area, at production with itself. And for now, we will let you in on the secret. We should go and meet the king of the Lango, and you're going to be there with us. But before then, we shall take you on a small tour of what happened to Lila Spinning Mill. And yesterday when we were coming, we saw on Obote Avenue a massive market, really, really massive. I mean, I don't know how much money was spent. I'm told that Ginger Market is the largest, then Hoima is the largest, but surely Lila is, should rank as one of the largest markets. It looked well done as well. Well done by standards of markets of towns. Hopefully we shall also show you that one.
Oh. The other time I almost moved my tire. I almost hit my tire. So today I'm at home.
That's I can see.
I'm at home.
This is, yes. This is our own clothes.
Yes.
With our own Prime Minister.
Yes, sure. Has he introduced himself to you?
No,
we were in the process.
You were in the process.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. We are ready.
Welcome.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I wanted to quickly pass the Lila Spinning Mill.
Yeah, actually, he's going to lead. He's our Minister of Industries on levy.
I got some good news, which I was discussing with Kano today.
Yes.
The government set up a factory.
Yes.
For making peanut butter.
Okay.
They spent over 1.4 billion.
Yes.
But somehow it went into obscurity.
What happened?
Well, there was nobody really to take charge of it. Okay. From what he was telling me, that it was supposed to go to private sector, but the private sector didn't exist. And some very smart Ugandans started using it. Now, me and him were hypothesizing that Operation Wealth Creation, together with the kingdom, can take it over and pack our peanut butter. The king gives an order for people to produce groundnuts, for export. I think that one, that looks like a very...
That's what we are very good start. Very good.
Take it up. It's here in Lila. I think it's here.
It was not for the community. And what legitimate leadership exists than you.
We are ready. We are ready. We are more
One
than ready.
question, calculate, take it up.
Right. The Canon is here, so there's no problem.
That's the best news of the day.
That's unit.
Thank you.
So we go and see.
Yes, he's going to. He's on levy. He's our Minister of Industry. He's also businessman.
Okay.
On political affairs.
It's a good connection either way.
That's your leader.
Okay.
I don't give Yes.
Oh, Kia is the one I follow. My sister, Analogo, will Kia. So you better mean Analogo.
And you can legit.
Hey, good. That is right. That's this is my brother, my friend, my everything.
What you not taking a banya?
Banya. Very good.
I'm serious. Come and take this picture.
Yes. Good.
And you remember how the Prime Minister was dressed in Chimaka?
Yes.
Now look at him.
You know, when he hit me, I almost moved my time, put it in my down. So he made a speech. So I said, you from you, but I'm going to remove this tie now. But I didn't have this, so there was no way.
Yeah, so you went and bought.
I went and bought.
You put the money in our economy.
Exactly.
I was telling them
Yeah.
that the coffee should be from here.
Exactly.
Even the Prime Minister as well.
Yeah.
Anthony, pero he may not go there. Yeah.
Yes. 1 minute. No, we are going to teach. Don't worry. No, we are going to teach him.
Yeah.
So
we go to.
Yes,
he's going to lead us now.
Yeah.
He's our Minister of Industry.
Yeah.
So he's going to lead us. Then after that,
Yeah.
we will proceed straight to.
Wonderful.
Cultural center.
Is there a traditional drink that I be able to drink there?
We shall.
Let us not be like a Banyara. You know, Banyara said, where is the Carabash?
Do you want to
they all
take?
know.
Do you want to take Kongla?
I don't mind as long as it is made here by our own people.
This pure culture.
I don't want it. I
We
want
shall
to
organize
drink
that.
it from a Calabash.
Yes.
You're a real African.
This guy.
You're a culture man.
I think he didn't take breakfast.
No. I saw this as breakfast and I said,
No. So when we went to Bujoro, he also didn't eat.
no, I didn't. There was nothing there.
What about it, Kimaka? You ate? No,
Kimaka,
because they were mainly
they had the food.
only the food.
Yeah, they had all our food.
We took the drink.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it strong enough without breakfast?
Strong enough. I am too strong.
Thank you.
Too strong.
We can go.
Yeah, let me get the note.
No ngene tino bina winya yelu jo so baro ngene tino bina winya yelu jo mo baro ngene kera mo gelo kere
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, baby.
You know these faces, except this one.
I know you.
Yes.
I'm perfect, I don't.
Okay.
How are you?
Fine. Yes.
We have a team from the Cultural Industrial Center. Yeah. I wanted to see what your establishment is actually doing. And look at the spinning mill generally.
You saw something? Move with them. You are lost.
Well, we are out. We are there.
Actually, yeah.
Happy New Year to you.
Since 2000, fellow.
Yes.
Oh, you went abroad.
No, we have been around. Yeah, man.
You didn't lead him, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
This used to be our offices. Still there are our offices. The offices are down and up. In the production side, we have offices for production staff. And outside it is for the day workers. Currently, we are not inside the production room. We are in the offices only.
Okay.
But currently, who owns this facility?
It is Ranjori.
Wenzori Cotton Ginas. Okay. And Wenzori Cotton Ginas is owned by who?
The managing director. You will get the information when you come back from the office. No. You will get proper information from the director.
Okay, so you want us to...
We can move on.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are using it currently for weighing cotton, anything.
Okay.
Serving both internal and external purposes.
Okay. When did they build the way break?
It was in 2000.
2000. Yeah. So the Chinese also came here to revive this?
The Chinese
Yeah,
owned it
they
at that
established
time.
a textile mill here.
They did.
Mm.
And then what happened?
They had to leave.
Why?
The reason they can be acquired if it's from there.
Well, at least you have some. You have, oh yeah. It doesn't want to involve.
Yeah.
Well, since I will not be
I can't
questioned,
blame you.
since I will not be questioned,
Yeah.
they actually mismanaged the place.
They did, yeah?
They were in partnership with government. Government gave them some money
Yes.
in dollars. Instead, they diverted the money,
Yes.
used it for building a hotel back home.
Yeah, in China.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was the end of the story.
This is Umeme.
Yeah.
In fact, the electricity that comes to here first arrived here.
Oh,
And then it is sent back
Oh, this
down
spinning mill.
down.
okay.
It
And that was
directly-
high voltage.
High voltage.
Directly from Jinja.
From Jinja
The one I was
here,
telling you.
then it is
Yes.
reversed to the other side.
Okay, so it got here and then
Then
finished.
it
Another
was
sub
there.
side
Yeah.
on
And here,
Cuba Road, Kampala Road.
and we may not go to it. And we may not go to it. I want to success. The other side I told you.
Yes.
Then we have got production room, which
Yes.
are in three big sections.
Yes.
We have blowing room,
Yes.
preparatory room,
Yes.
spinning,
Yes.
and doubling winding 4.
Okay. So repeat that.
You see, blowing,
Blowing was to blow
it is
cotton.
to blow dust from the cotton.
Yes.
And then after having blown it off,
Yes.
it goes, it prepares the thread.
Yes.
Then the thread, if it is prepared, it moves up to spinning. When they spin it,
On the
spindle,
Yes.
and the pepper cones, which is cones,
Yes.
and then they take it to what? They take it to the doubling,
Yes.
winding, and twisting, which is the last section, and we get our product, which was yarn.
Yes.
Depending on the quality, I
Yes.
mean the counts you want, 56, 57, 16 double, all
Yes.
that and that.
Yes.
And this one was acquired internationally.
Okay. Before you go, is that machinery still inside?
Due to, of course, leakage of the roof,
Yes.
they were affected
Yes.
and they were removed.
Removed.
Stored
Yes.
somewhere.
Stored somewhere.
That one I can't talk much. When one buys
It's
it,
okay, it's okay. No problem.
by then there was somebody who was owning the
Vandalize,
place.
yes.
Yeah.
Use the word
We don't
Somebody
know where
was
they were
owning the place.
Yes.
I don't know where I
And
placed
this
it.
is-
Right.
That is Jitco we were
After
talking about.
when Vietnam came, they took almost all those things.
Really?
Yeah,
Machine.
came actually they did not do anything. The purpose of them
But
coming
if it was
was
a government memorandum, wasn't it like guaranteed by
it was
by
like that.
Chinese government?
These are my stores from here up to that end. Stores.
Give us an idea of how many trucks would come here in your heyday, you know, to
those
bring
days,
cotton.
those days was
Spinning mill
still
days.
when it was active.
Oh, when those days,
Yes.
there were many trucks.
Yes.
And our product, we were buying our bales from the gineries.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they were brought here either by rail
Yes.
or we go by lorry.
Yes.
And then they were brought, we store them here.
Yes.
After from there, we pick them now.
Yes.
Bale form. I like this one. I see.
Yes.
We take it to blowing.
Yes.
Then we process the what? The yarn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the railway line is just behind.
Rail line, railway line.
Hey.
Just behind that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah.
see.
Because of
It's
this.
just-
To
Mombasa.
From Mombasa up to here.
But right now, so this one is going well.
This is blowing section.
Okay.
Let's cross here.
This is cotton lint.
As I was telling you that this was told,
Yes.
this is currently we used to store our bales or our bales. Now we are using that seeds because we have a dinner here which we are going to sell.
So this is seeds for cotton.
Yeah.
This seed for cotton.
You give to the farmers.
We give it to we give the seeds to the farmers.
Okay. And then they grow and sell to you.
Yes, please.
If I could ask a question,
Eh,
give us a cotton development authority or as a As a company. company.
CDO handles this place.
This
We
was it.
give you as CDO. CDO gives the what? The seeds.
Cotton Development
Organization.
They give the seeds. They get it from these people. Then
These
they,
people sell.
That's
They
my
sell.
story, you don't
then
give.
they give it to the what?
So the seed The you buy Renzori from company. Renzori.
Yes.
Ranjori is is owning the place.
Yes.
Ranjuri does not buy cotton.
Who buys it?
Ranjuri has a ginnery, which gin cotton. So Olam is the one who is buying cotton, and we are ginning it for Olam.
Okay.
So this one is a product of Olam.
Olam is leasing from
The company.
It's a company which buys the cotton.
And then the seeds give to
The
CDO.
seeds now they give it to CDO.
Free.
No,
I don't
they
know the
sell.
way they
sell
sell.
to CDO. No.
And CDO gives them to farmers.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Rwenzori,
Ranjuri
It's only the owner.
is the owner.
He just managed
Is the,
So the one who is doing the job is Olam.
Olam is the one buying cotton.
Yeah, the
And
cotton
we are
buyer.
ginning the what?
the cotton.
The cotton because we have our machine here which we are going to see.
The ginnery belongs to them.
So this is a smaller version of the ginnery that you had.
Yes.
Yes. This one that we are going.
In fact, in the past, they were not having any ginnery.
No ginnery was
This
here.
ginnery was built by Yitco.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Chinese.
Yes, the Chinese. They
That
wanted
stored
to
the
peace
other machine.
matters. Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
It is just unfortunate that you come at the wrong time when our machines are down. Yeah, our engineers are working on the press. The press is no longer. So how I can demonstrate. We have cotton which is stored in the other side.
Yes.
And then the machine sucks it from that door.
Let's go. Let's walk
We are
there.
going.
Let's, yeah.
I want to come to this and we are going on like that and explain.
Okay.
When the cotton is sucked from there with the machine,
Yes.
it comes through so many processes until
That
when
is
it gets to
cotton
the
with
seeds.
seed.
Yes.
Then the seeds are brought here.
Yes.
And then we receive the seeds in this form.
Yes.
Workers take it to the farm, they store it and all this and throw it.
Yes.
Currently our product, which is we are going to get it from that end
Yes.
and the lid.
Lane.
Yes.
This is what we are now currently producing.
Producing this.
Lane.
Yes.
Yeah, that is lane.
This is sold internationally.
Yes.
Olam can sell it to America, to anybody who wants to buy lean.
So you are selling this as a raw material.
This is lean.
Yeah, but it's a raw material, really.
Yes.
It's a raw material.
You have just removed the seeds.
Which lane in the past would go into
There,
that
will be made into thread,
Exactly.
and then thread is into yarn.
Yeah, you want to the clothes.
So this is really
Raw material.
raw.
Raw material. They still
They are
going
gonna
in
remove
process
the
until we get the what?
the
And all this.
So right now we don't have capacity to turn this into threads.
Not here.
Yeah.
As we are being cut off from our engineer is not working. If we were working, we would take this thing direct to the machine.
Yes.
Blowing, preparatory, spinning, doubling, winding, and twisting.
So you value addition. You can see how much we are losing. This is a tremendous loss. You know, the amazing thing is government doesn't think that there is anything happening here. They think
Even I'm
it's,
surprised.
they thought it was
In
all
the
abandoned,
spinning
nothing
mill.
was happening. Yeah.
Just like stealing.
So this is amazing. Yeah. Okay.
So these are our bales we have produced.
Yes.
About 1,700 bales.
1,700 days
Currently,
Yes.
what we have produced about
per day.
No.
ever since we started this season.
Yeah.
So they are selling it out and it is going.
Okay.
Now these machines are there to protect the seeds from there. The seeds, removing the seeds. When this machine, cotton is being pulled from here, it comes up here. When it comes here, it drops here.
Yes.
When it drops here, it separates to the seeds and all the rubbish that are there.
Yes.
And then the seeds are rolled on this thing here, and it goes up to there, and it is thrown to that bag.
Yes.
And that is how we acquire seeds. Lean is being taken through those big pipes. You are seeing that big pipes. It
Yes,
moves to the
yes,
other side,
yes.
separating them, and we shall have to receive them in the press which we are doing. So seeds are coming this way. Lint we are going to get from that.
And all this equipment is from India.
This is from India.
The machine.
Yeah.
Yes, we bought it from India.
Okay, now as somebody who has been here for a long time,
Yes.
an individual can have this alone and repeat the process. If I bought this
One
myself,
only like that.
One.
just one,
Yeah.
I can get cotton and remove the seeds and have the gene.
This is like a teamwork. A goalkeeper cannot be a scorer.
But the goalkeeper cannot
No,
play.
we have to be all 12, 11.
Okay, two people can practice.
So if you have the press,
No, what I'm saying to you, on a micro scale, if I was at home, like him now,
Cotton
and he
farmer.
he is a cotton farmer,
Cotton farmer.
but he doesn't want to set the factory, and he just wants to separate the seeds
He wants to gene his
and
cotton
make his
from
own.
home.
You got his question.
Orange.
This is large scale.
Yeah.
He said, supposing me, I want a small scale. Can I buy only this 201 machine and do it at my home?
well, if you
I
can
pick
meet,
the lint, I pick the seeds.
Yeah.
at least
That's
you
the
pick,
question.
at
Yeah.
least you pick a
And then
machine
make
from
the
a
pipe,
particular
connect the pipe.
section.
Yes,
Yes.
a machine from a
A
particular.
machine from a particular section, like that one, we cannot press the what? We cannot press the lint into that form.
Yeah. But I don't have to press when I'm
You
at
can
home.
just put it locally in the
All I
sack.
need.
He wants to
Well,
get
you
lane.
can do it.
Oh,
It
very
can
good.
be done.
So then you pack in your sack.
Yeah, back in
locally.
your sacks locally. You know,
The GDCO.
He came to commission.
He came to commission.
Yeah.
Then what happened again? I think this was just after the person commissioning.
They just got the machines.
They got the they
So-
got the place. Then they
Operated
started
for a few
when
months.
they came. What happened? When they came, for them they came with the attitude of doing real work here.
Yes.
But after studying these machines,
Yes.
they realized these machines are very good.
Yes.
And
So
they
they
started
started.
now planning. After the president was ready to commission this one,
Yes.
this place to
So
them.
they
In
took
other words, they
machines
took the
away.
machine.
And they took the machine
and
back
set
to
it
their
maybe.
country.
Yeah. But also, even in another country.
Yes, in another country because the material they use.
But that is because our kingdom was not involved.
That's
If
the
we were
truth.
involved,
If there was an involvement, they would have said, "Where are you
no.
taking this?"
we would even
Those,
employ
the
people
people
here
who are
to watch.
supposed to monitor them
Yes,
was
yes.
not there. They were left independently to do their things.
And even the workers, when they saw the machine going, they could have
They had no
nobody to
power.
report to.
They thought it was in the hands of a rightful owner. So
So when they were vandalized it,
They vandalized
when
it.
they were removing from here, they said they're going to service it.
But what we want to know is whether that agreement was guaranteed by the Chinese government. If it's a government memorandum,
no, I don't think so.
When
It was.
at our level here,
He
we don't
came
know.
as an investor.
The agreement was
Came
signed
as
on
an
the island.
investor, and government was, a darling to investors at that time.
Yes,
to an individual.
Ministry level.
We need to see, we need to find out. It could be,
At the moment, at our level,
yeah, I know, but
We
we
don't
can
know how
still
the
find out.
agreement
We
was
can
signed.
find out. It's not,
is
it's
needed
not
at
like
all.
government to get one individual who has just come.
We shall
back
tell
to
you.
buy, no?
We shall tell you
Okay.
more details.
This is the controlling unit. Yes. Has to drive the whole machine, the operator can. This one. This is the only machine that can control any movement here, sucking of air, doing what of what. It is being done here. And this is the only one who can control anything, sucking air, sending seeds, doing what, and all this and that. And then here we have got two drums,
Yes.
where at least the cotton is pressed, the
Yes.
length is pressed.
Yes.
To become in that bale. This one is for one bale, the other one is for the one bale. Now when this one is full,
Yeah.
it rotates to bring, if that is full, it rotates to bring this one to this one, so that the end is the other one.
Yeah.
So we take it as the thing is going, we are receiving, at the same time we are pressing. And we're throwing it out from here. The thing kicks, the thing just picks.
How many kilos?
Depending on how it has been timed. It can be 200, 300 or 150 like that. They just turn it here. So as I was telling you, cotton is being sucked from the other store, which we are going to see, through this
Cotton
pipe then
from
to
the
this,
summer.
then to this one. Then from this pipe it moves up to there, then it moves to the machine.
And in the 70s, 71, how many were you employing?
By then, it
In terms of power,
1,350.
Per shift.
All shift, day, night, and all that and that.
Equal number.
the general number.
Okay.
Because it involves a lot of sections. The workshop is working. We have so many sections.
Flowing section.